5 liquids that produce 5 mother sauces known as reading sauces. So now we are going to start with the production of our mother sauces. So we are going to make 5 mother sauces from the liquid we produce, before we move for the 5 mother sauces, I would like to explain what is sauce. So some people, they confuse sauce and soup. So most of people, they go to a hotel and they ask soup instead of sauce, you know. So sauce, it's totally different from soup. So a sauce is a thin, particular thickened liquid compounded from various food. So it's like a sauce can be from various food, vegetables, meat. Like we have seen production of chicken stock, which will produce chicken velouté. We have seen production of fish stock that will produce fish velouté. We have seen production of brown stock that will produce demi-glace or basic brown sauce. I can say sauce is a thin, particular thickened liquid compounded from various food. So sauce is also used to accompany food, just to enhance flavor and to excite appetite. I think now we can move on for preparation of our mother sauces, and right now we are going to start with the production of demi-glace or basic brown sauce. Okay, to start with the demi-glace or basic brown sauce, I just want you to take note from this lesson. So 5 mother sauces are sauces we are going to use or we will use to develop more and more sauces. So we cannot serve 5 mother sauces direct to the guest. The 5 mother sauces help us to make derivation of many sauces. Like if I'm going to produce demi-glace, for example, the demi-glace will give me a chance to develop other sauces from demi-glace, like maybe pepper sauce, maybe white wine sauce or red wine sauce or mustard sauce or any other sauce from herbs, from vegetables, and any ingredients you want to use for our derivation sauces. So now we are going to start making our demi-glace using the fresh bones we have. After fresh bones, we are going to also to add mirepoix, brown mirepoix. So remember, we also had to produce brown stock. So our brown stock, remember, was produced from brown mirepoix and brown bones, right? So please take note. So now I had to add oil, just 100 grams of sunflower oil. Then I'm going to brown my fresh bones. So I'm going to brown fresh bones. Just be careful. The pan was hot, but it's really good when you brown your bones when the pan is hot, because the more fire goes into pans, the more water evaporates. Then it gives you a chance for your bones to be browned faster. So I'm going to allow them to brown quickly. Then after browning it, a bit, then I have to add mirepoix. So I just need to wait my mixture of fresh bones and mirepoix to be browned before I continue adding other ingredients. So as we're waiting our mixture to be browned, now we are going to start making fish velouté. So we have our fish stock, it's ready boiling. So now we are going to make fish velouté. So how do we come up with the fish velouté from fish stock? So making fish velouté from fish stock, we just take our fish stock, then we add our brown roux, then mix. You mix so that your sauce doesn't have any lumps, you know, so it has to be smooth. So you just put roux until you just put little by little until you get the consistency of the sauce you want. Remember your sauce, it's a mother sauce. It's going to produce other sauces. So it's not need to be too thick and it's not going to be seasoned. We are just going to put a little bit salt and white pepper, not to taste, just to increase flavor, to develop flavor from velouté. So we should not put salt and much salt and white pepper just to taste, because if we put more and we are going to produce other sauces from this mother sauce, this derivation sauces is going to taste very salty. So it's like we need to just to put a salt and white pepper just to increase the flavor of the sauce, just to develop the flavor of the sauce, not to taste salty. You know, imagine if you are going to produce cheese sauce from fish velouté, and cheese itself has salty. So it means if your fish velouté is already seasoned with enough salty, then you are going to add cheese. It means we are going to produce sauce with much salt. Now chicken velouté is ready. Then I'm going to strain them. I'm going to strain it. So I'm just going to add some butter on top. Just to avoid my sauce forming skin on top. So if you are not using butter, you can apply olive oil on top just to prevent your sauce forming the skin on top. Then my mixture is already browned for brown sauce, which is demi-glace. Then now I'm going to add 150 grams of tomato paste. You pour just little of red wine. Just very little, you don't need to measure. Very little, like 20 to 30 grams or 40 grams of red wine. I have to mix it well. Then I add brown roux. After adding my brown roux, then I add brown stock. Now I have a very brown sauce, which is demi-glace. Just take a note of this. Basic brown sauce, it's not sauce you are going to serve immediately to the guest or to the person who wants to have a sauce as accompaniment. So brown sauce or basic brown sauce, or you can call it demi-glace, it's mother sauce. So we are producing this mother sauce to produce brown sauces from this basic brown sauce. So please don't make brown sauce and serve it to the guest or to someone immediately, because it's a basic. You see, for you to reach a sauce that is going to go with the food, it has to pass through this process from mother sauce to derivation sauce. So now our basic brown sauce will be ready for a short time, like between 10 to 15 minutes will be ready. Then we strain them, we keep them for the next preparation of derivation sauces.